Hello, to understand the difference between autofill and autofit keywords, let's compare the following two examples. The first example is using autofill property keyword, and the second example autofit. Let's take a look at the markup. So this is our first grid container. So it has 7 divs, and this is our class grid autofill. Here we have our CSS grid autofill, where we're using a display grid. Then we're using grid template columns with repeat function or repeat notation, and then we're giving it autofill keyword, and then we're using minmax. So we're asking the browser, so create autofill it with columns with minmax, minimum 100 pixel, and then maximum 1 FR. Okay, and the second example is this one, grid autofit. Here, same markup, just 7 divs, and then this is our CSS, and we're asking the browser to create our grid template columns. So autofit minmax 100 pixel 1 FR is the same as above. The only difference is autofill here and then autofit. But let's take a look. Let's just inspect to understand what's happening here. I'm just gonna go back to the browser, and let's take a look at the first example with autofill. So we're just gonna do inspect. Gonna adjust it a little bit. So that's our autofill. I'm just gonna move it a little here so you guys can see. So, and then I'm gonna click grid, and let's just change it a little bit, the color. So as we can see what's happening here, that's the first example, grid autofill, where we're using autofill keyword. Okay, so let's see what's happening. Okay, so here we see is what we see here is autofill grid container. It keeps creating new cells even though there's no content. We can see a new empty cells, this one, after the last div. All in all, we have in total 7 divs. Those are our 7 divs. However, even though there is no content, as you can see, it keeps creating new cells to fill up the available space of the container. Okay, this is autofill. Then autofit. Let's check. I'm just gonna click autofit grid, and let's see. This is our autofit, and let's see what's happening here. With autofit, a grid container does not create new empty cells. There's no new empty cells as in the above, but it distributes cells with content evenly to fit the container widths. So as you can see in both examples, we have 7 divs, and this is those are our 7 divs. In the second example, you see it gets distributed to fit the length, the width of the whole container. Okay, that's the main difference between those two keywords. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.